All right, we're at Daniel Defense here at the NRA show right now, and we are checking out the X1. It's their sort of military submission rifle, and it has a whole bunch of really new sort of innovative things on it that we're going to just quickly run through. They've got their new X1 Riz system here, which they've updated the upper, and they've updated their barrel extension and their handguard so that it is stiffer, more rigid, so that you get less flex in all of this, so that things like your lasers stay zeroed, and you just don't have any flex if you're attaching bipods or things like that to this, so you less point of impact shift when you use this handguard. On top of that, they have done everything they possibly can to reduce thermal and IR signature here. So this is special paint that actually absorbs that stuff, so it doesn't show up on IR as much. It doesn't show up in thermal as well. So really high-tech stuff going on there. If you look through these M-locks on this handguard, you can see there's a carbon fiber shield in there that actually sort of hides that barrel from thermal signature to prevent, if you've shot a round or two, from it just glowing under thermal. Obviously, we have a ModTac suppressor shield here that's made to Daniel Defense's specifications, and this is a new prototype suppressor that they're running on this as well. That's a low back pressure setup. This upper and lower fully ambi. They've utilized a bunch of stuff from other companies, like for example this dust cover has an O-ring in it and seals up tight. This bolt carrier, you can't really, I don't know what you can tell in the video, but it is super smooth. It's coated, and then it's also got some new technology in the actual bolt carrier itself, with some the ability to add weight in the back of it rather than in the actual buffer system. We're talking about fully ambi here, so if we lock this open, we can drop the mag from either side, you can drop the bolt from either side, and then there's some new bolt geometry on the bolt itself to make things lock up better and just be smoother in general. They're working with this company on this charging handle, and then because it's the military submission, you can see the safety goes all the way around, which will make YouTube really happy, right? But anyway, there you go. That's basically it. Magpul furniture on it here. A lot of stuff going on as far as technology for Daniel Defense. Right now, this is a military-only submission type rifle, but there is going to be some stuff similar to this for the civilian market coming. So if you think you love what you see here, then you're going to want to keep your eye on Daniel Defense. All right, this is the Springfield 9mm PDW. This thing is cool as can be. It is a braced pistol, but in 9mm. So you have a free float handguard out here. You have this 9mm muzzle device right here. This is a 5.5-inch barrel, so it is very short, very light. It is really easy to point. We have already done a full review on this, even though it just came out here within the last day at the NRA show. But this thing is awesome. So we've got a flat face trigger down here. We have 45-degree safeties that are ambi, free float handguard, pick rail on top, M-lock around the sides. It is threaded for a suppressor. It uses Colt pattern magazines, which are 32 rounders, so those are very easily available. This brace might be the coolest brace I've ever seen. It's an SB tactical brace. It's got 3 different positions so that you can have it adjusted to wherever you need to work as a brace for you. But check that out. It gets very compact. It's going to fit in your bag, backpack, whatever, and you push the button on the brace and it comes out. Like I said, those 3 positions. It's got the Velcro here for wrapping around your forearm if you want, but it's a really nice shape all the way around. It's got a sling swivel on both sides here. It's got a B5 Systems grip, which is a little bit of a straighter angle on it, as well as the B5 Systems trigger guard insert in there. So that's basically it right there. The Springfield Sync PDW 9mm 5.5-inch version. Pretty sweet little pistol. All right, brand new for the NRA Show 2026. This is a Blue Label 410 from EAA. This thing is about as cute as they come. The stock is gorgeous on this. You're not going to believe the price point. You're going to want to go look it up, but it comes with all the spacers and adjustments for this. This is going to fit a child or a kid so well. It comes with 5 different choke tubes, so as you can see, you can remove those and change them out. There's going to be some additional options for longer barrels. This is the 18-inch barrel version, but I mean, this thing is just so easy, points so naturally. It's just such a cute little shotgun. So if you're interested in getting a youth into something like this, might be an excellent option for you to look into. All right, we are at the Taurus booth at the NRA 2026 show. We're checking out the brand new Taurus RPC 9mm. This is a PCC, and I don't even know where to start here, but I think the first thing we want to talk about is the fact that this is a roller delayed, very similar to like an HK MP5, except they made some improvements on that older design. So it's a non-reciprocating charging handle, non-reciprocating bolt, has a last round lock back, so there's no issue with it not locking back like what you might be used to on one of those. It is threaded for a suppressor. I did actually we pulled the bolt out of this and I actually looked at it, legit roller delay, just like, looks very similar to the gun that it was designed after. Comes with additional pieces to adjust that for being suppressed or different types of ammo. There are a couple versions. One of them ships with a brace. This is the brace version. Brace just folds right up, and you can see how small this is. The magazines are proprietary to Taurus, but they're 32 round mags. They look like they're pretty decent quality magazines, and they're not super expensive. Speaking of mags, we have fully ambi mag release on either side of the gun, as well as bolt release on either side of the gun. So fully ambi safety selector, and it feels pretty natural. And then as far as, we're just going to do a dry fire and I'll tell you what the trigger feels like. It's a little long, but it's actually not bad at all for what this is. You can run this brace up or down. Obviously, if you wanted to SBR this, not difficult to do. Pick rail all the way down the top. And you can it certainly looks like you can move this charging handle to either side, so you can have that work either direction. A lot of features on this Taurus. Obviously, it'd be easy to SBR this and put a stock on it if that's what you wanted to do. The grip here is like a rubber overmold. It's a Taurus branded, but it's quite grippy. I like it. Trigger is flat-faced with some serrations on it, and it's just straight. I like that about it too. So, and there is one M-lock slot on the bottom, one on each side of the little short handguard here, and there's kind of a finger stop here, so that you're less likely to stick your hand out in front of the muzzle and lose a finger. So, anyway, that's it right there. The Taurus RPC from Taurus. So, let us know in the comments what you think about this. All right, so this is brand new here at the SIG Sauer booth, and this is a cross Sawtooth in 22 Creedmoor. So new caliber. It's all the features you guys have grown to appreciate or love about a SIG cross. We've got the proof carbon fiber barrel. Comes with the muzzle breakout on the end of it. One of the major differences between this Sawtooth and the other ones is this one has a full top rail on the handguard so that you can mount a thermal. Now, it does not ship with the thermal or the optic on it, but the full top rail, now in 22 Creedmoor, which, guys, if you haven't predator hunted with this thing, it is a game changer. You can shoot heavy bullets in 22 Creedmoor, and I mean, I've shot clay pigeons out to 1,200 yards with my 22 Creedmoor. Can't wait to get my hands on one of these. As you guys all know, well, I shouldn't assume that. If you guys don't know, adjustable trigger, takes detachable mags. This bolt throw is awesome on this gun. Folding stock, fully adjustable stock without tools for length of pull, cheek piece, free float handguard. It's already got M-lock built into it here to attach to a tripod. And then, of course, or sorry, ARCA. I think I said M-lock. ARCA here to attach to a tripod. And then, of course, we got M-lock all over and underneath. And I'm knocking stuff off of it here, but you guys get the picture. So, anyway, brand new though at SIG. I did not see this caliber coming personally, so I'm super excited about that. This is the brand new SIG M400 Forge rifle. It's an AR-15 with a bunch of premium parts, guys. It's called the Forge because it has a hammer forged barrel in it. It's got a Trigger Tech trigger. It's got comes with this red dot on it from SIG. Fully enclosed, waterproof, like 12 settings and night vision, a ton of features. We actually did a full video on this already on the GunsAmerica channel just a couple days ago. You're gonna wanna go check that out because you're not gonna believe either the price point or all the features that are on this gun. Magpul furniture, I mean, this is going to compete with like your low-end prices, but high-end features. I was super impressed with this. This trigger absolutely rips. 3 colors in Cerakote, and then the best price point comes in just the all black version of this new SIG M400 Forge. Go find our full video on YouTube to see it in action and to hear about all the features. All right, this is the Springfield Armory 2020 Heatseeker pistol. It's a 12-inch pistol. So first off, we need to just get this out of the way. It does not ship with this brace on it. So, but it does come set up with a pick rail back here, so you can attach whatever brace or stock if you decide to SBR it. So it's set up for either one of those. Sharp's chassis, and so it's the 2020 model that you're used to from the kind of the tried and true model from Springfield Armory. It's essentially a Remington 700 clone, but much more customized. Ships with a TriggerTech trigger, detachable magazine. It's only in 308 right now. Once again, 12-inch barrel. You got the ability to mount stuff all over the place. Uses an AR pistol grip. So pretty cool little pistol. Not sure if this belongs in our handgun category, but we'll probably put it in rifles since you have the ability to do an SBR with it. But let us know in the comments what you think of the new Heatseeker pistol from Springfield Armory. All right, we're checking out shotguns here at NRA, and since it's turkey season almost everywhere in the United States, we thought, hey, this is a cool one. It's new for this year. This is the Tristar Upland Hunter Thumbhole Stock Shotgun. It's 20 gauge. It's obviously an over-under, and what's cool is it ships with 5 chokes so that you can really like dial in your distances and your patterns, and then if you have that turkey coming close, you can run a different choke or a different barrel than you would if it's out there further. So pretty cool. You got a single trigger, obviously the break open, safety here on top, and then that thumb hole is going to really help control recoil on that. So let us know what you guys think about that. All right, this is the brand new Tokarev stock pump. So unlike a traditional pump action, it pumps back here in the stock. Brand new here at the NRA show 2026. Obviously 12 gauge, got a nice heat shroud up here on the top, got M-lock on the sides. This does take a choke, got a fiber optic sight on here, but pretty unique design, right? Allows you to do stuff like, whoops, I did it wrong. There you go. Coming soon, check it out. SDS Arms, the Tokarev stock pump. All right, we are here at the SDS Imports booth, and this is their brand new Mac. It is an M40 clone, and I have to warn you guys, this is still a prototype, so it's a work in progress, just to be clear about that. But obviously, Remington 700s really are no more, so this is a Remington 700 clone of the famous M40. So it's got an actual HS precision stock on it, quality barrel. They've been talking to us about the kind of accuracy they've been getting, which is quite impressive. The action's actually really quite good, maybe better than an original Remington 700, I don't know. I guess the time will tell, but a pretty cool rifle, especially if you missed out on getting one of these back in the day. So possibly some different variants for different generations of the M40 coming as well. So something to just keep your eyes on from SDS Imports and Mac.